I attend Pepperdine University, and today I will be giving you a little tour of the school from an inside perspective. So let's get going. A nice little ready, set, action is good.
Ready, set, Freddy. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Okay guys, so we are in the car. In general, I will say that this is a campus where you probably do want to have a car. It's not a fully walking tour because our campus is very, very hilly. It's super helpful to have a car here. A lot of freshmen usually don't, and you will learn shortly that it's difficult to get off of our campus. There's a lot of hills. Going to the grocery store from our campus would be like an hour walk up a huge hill. Plus Malibu is just pretty remote, so it's very helpful to be able to leave. That being said, getting around campus itself is fine. You don't usually like drive to any of your classes or anything. I would say you could walk from one part of campus to another within like 15 to 20 minutes. But it is a very hilly and lots of steps kind of terrain. Welcome to Mullentown Square. We are entering our main campus. Here we have our campus main library. This is Payson Library. It is our main campus library.
I could sit around and wait all day. You lay easy on my mind, like a candle I just burn away. All we really have is time.
Okay, so this is our main campus.
All we really have is time. I don't wanna waste it on anybody. Take it with anybody but you.
This is our Starbucks. It's connected to the library. It's our only cafe here.
And the most popular Starbucks in America.
It always has a huge line. Back here we have our cafeteria. We have the Lighthouse right behind me, and then we have a bunch of classrooms. This main one right here is Elkins, and that's our biggest classroom. It's mostly for GE lectures.
Wanna waste it on anybody. Take it with anybody.
Down here you could see we have our little tradition of painting the rock, so there's just a bunch of layers of paint over that thing. Also guys, it is very severely dead today because it is a Saturday, and that is kind of realistic for Pepperdine because people usually go off campus on the weekends. Bruh. This is BPC. It has medium-sized classrooms since a lot of our class sizes are very small. Those will be in other buildings, but this one has a lot of GEs. This is Elkins. This is our biggest lecture classroom, and it's probably our only large lecture room, and it's where they hold a lot of events. This is our Lighthouse building. It is connected to the CAF below it, but basically there's just the mail room. There is space for students to study. There's a little stage that will sometimes have performers, and there's an open piano for students to play at, and there is also a acai shop there that used to be a jamba and a boba shop, but it's been changing a lot. As you can see, there's little tents out here. A lot of different campus organizations will sit here and table and promote different things. We are now outside of our school's cafeteria. This is our main and largest cafeteria. Other than this, there's a couple other small places you can get little meals around here, but this is where students go for all of their main meals. So once again, everything's pretty closed, but this is called Nature's Edge, and it just has like groceries and snacks and stuff. We are entering into Waves Cafe.
What was it they used to say? Seeking you will find. nothing in you that is fading. All you ever do is shine. You are brighter all the time. And I don't wanna waste it on anybody. Take it with anybody but you. I don't wanna waste it on anybody. Make it with anybody but you.
This is a little pizza part of our caf, and then they also have a little Asian food thing that switches out.
It's kind of cool. They make your pizza to order.
Yeah, they do, and they have the little wood fire oven.
It's shipped directly from Italy.
Really?
Yeah.
Actually?
Hmm?
Really?
Yes.
And then out here is some of our patio outdoor seating with a view. Right here is another angle. This is the back of Payson Library. It is also connected to PLC, which holds a lot of our language classes. And let it be known that if you attend Pepperdine, it is a general requirement to make it to the 3rd level of a language, which is 3 semesters. Approaching down here, we have our amphitheater. We have weekly performances by the Well, which is like worship music, and they have a little message every Thursday night. Other than that, a lot of different organizations will use this area, and they'll have combo here.
This campus also has a million steps. Ooh. Oh, I'm fine.
Right here we have our chapel. It has really beautiful stained glass, so we're hoping we're going to be able to get into it right now. What do they have in here? Church? Weddings?
No, they used to do weddings. I don't think they do them anymore. I don't know, like campus groups like rent it out for like worship. Classic vlog face.
Tour Pepperdine with us? This is Smothers Theater, so if you're watching any student performances or any other performances hosted at Pepperdine, we have a nice theater in here. This is the Applebee Center. There are just more classrooms in here, mostly humanities and religion courses. This is the Weisman Museum of Art. They have different art shows that come, and it's basically a tiny little museum that we have here on campus that is open for students, and sometimes you'll go here for your classes. We are now approaching the CAC, which has a lot more of humanities and arts classes. Honestly, a lot of people kind of just walk through this little shortcut that we're going to be walking through also. This is inside the CAC. Should we see if a classroom's open? Dang it.
You think my thing will work?
No.
Nope.
That sounded like a no. This is where I took 111. So we are exiting the CAC. This is Firestone Field house. We're approaching the freshman dorms, and all the way up there, you can see that's Drescher campus. This little walk here is called Lower Dorm Road, and if you live in any of the freshman housing here, or Seaside, or Levernick, you're probably gonna be walking this to campus. Welcome to freshman housing. There's a bunch of these along Upper and Lower Dorm Road. They are the closest to main campus. They are housing styled units that house about 50 freshmen, separated from boys and girls, but within the entire house there's little sub-room sections. They have a common space, but they don't have a kitchen, and they live with an SLA, which is a spiritual leader, and then they also have an RA, which is just their like resident advisor. Also, the freshman houses all have little names that go with them, and during NSO, which matches new student orientation. There's just like a lot of pride attached to each of these names, so you get pretty close with your house and they try to make it feel very welcoming and comforting for incoming freshmen. Towers. This is actually the building that I lived in last year for a semester, so if you saw any of my videos or watched me back then, I have some clips of my dorm and a dorm tour there. This usually houses sophomores and it's usually 4 to a suite. You guys cannot tell, but these stairs are definitely to walk up. Big Pepperdine school. This is Seaside. This is one of the newer campus housing. Usually houses sophomores and up, and it has, I think, 8 students per suite. So there's Drescher housing, which is kind of more remote for our campus. You have to drive up this really big hill that we just drove up. So if you're up here, you're either shuttling or you're driving to class or you're walking for a really long time. These are a little bit like bigger rooms, kitchen.
One perk is you have your own parking garage too. Parking here is one of the only places where parking is not a problem.
Yeah, everywhere else you are fighting for parking. Over here we have Drescher housing for professors because a lot of our professors do live on campus. So up behind me over here, a graduate school on our campus. This is Lovernet, more apartment style. A lot of upperclassmen live here. 2 people to a room and then 4 people per suite. There's a bunch of hammocks here in Lovernet, and inside here is like their actual indoor commons area. There's a nice TV and they'll host little RA, SLA events. This is the main parking lot. It's called Row. See, like the mountains behind are super green right now, but they're usually very dead. But we've been going through a lot of rain. Okay, and then right behind me is George Page, which is another student housing facility. This is one of the more expensive ones and one of the newer ones. It's also apartment style, so typically it'll be upperclassmen living here. There's a kitchen, there's a dishwasher. It's usually fit for, I believe, 4 students in a suite and 2 per room. So this is the Hawk. This is kind of just like an area where a lot of students go to hang out, I guess. There's like a ping pong table, couches, other tables. There's also a stage here, so they'll have some event. It also has a little smaller cafe that is open later, has limited food options. My apologies guys, but our pool game led to it actually getting very dark. So the rest of this tour, let's just say I hope you can see. We are now at Firestone Field house. This is the home of a lot of our athletics. So there's basketball courts in here. Behind this building, there's the tennis courts, the pool, gym for athletes. Shout out to Mr. Freddie Benson of this video. Park. It is walking distance from our main campus, and our main campus kind of overlooks it, but it's basically just this giant grass field. There's a lot of events here and people just come here to, I don't know, hang out, play sports, picnic. It has a really beautiful view of the ocean and a super nice view of sunset on days that are sunnier than right now.
Like there's like a little line, that's the ocean.
Right here you will see our gated entrance because we do have security, which is nice, comforting.
Comforting.
Very. This is the CCB. This is where all the business classes are. I am a business major and I spent a lot of my time here. Basically, if you are majoring in business, finance, accounting, you're probably going to be spending your entire day here by the time you are a senior.
What does CCB stand for?
Good question, freshman. It means Center for Communications and Business.
She literally spends like, what, 6 hours here a day?
It is the Pepperdine Crusoe Law School, so this is very integrated, kind of in the center of our campus and in between a lot of these student housing buildings. This is actually a law school, so you can go here after you attend Pepperdine. There's also a library and a cafeteria here that is accessible to undergrads, even students. So I just wanted to close off this video and say thank you so much for watching. If you want to see a little bit more about the lifestyle, day-to-day life here at Pepperdine, I have a bunch of other videos on my channel. Hopefully this tour helped you out if you are considering coming here, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave them below and I will try to get back to you. Hopefully this helped. I hope you guys are having a lovely day, week, month, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.